Hi, Demi here. Now today, the Cyberpunk 1.2 update has come out and trust me, it's massive. So we're going to find out a bit more about it today and what is going on. So let's get into it. Okay, so now we have two articles. There's bits I'm going to go over in this article, and we're going to read this article, and I've got the patch notes right here. So let's get into it. Cyberpunk 2077 Massive 1.2 patch is finally here. After a longer than expected wait, Cyberpunk 2077's 1.2 patch is now available to download on PC and consoles, with a Stadia release to follow later in the week. You can see the full changelog here, but the more notable tweaks include various performance improvements that should make the biggest difference on lower NPCs and previous generation consoles. Additionally, the patch promises to make teleporting police a thing of the past, as well as vehicles feel less clunky, and you're now able to buy. Okay, so it says here that also, a little fun fact, CD Projekt Red has originally planned to release 1.2 in February, but the studio then fell victim to a highly public ransomware attack that reportedly left many employees unable to access the computers and work on the update. So that's interesting. However, let's get to this article. We're not reading the whole thing, as I said. However, it says here that I figured CDPR would baseball slide in last minute here with the release of the long-awaited 1.2. And they've done just that. 1.2 notes are out, and in a long time of covering this modern era of games fixing themselves with patches and release, this may be the single longest list of fixes I've ever seen. It says here that they are 8,000 words of patch notes and are roughly 10% of the size of a Harry Potter book, and they are pretty hard to get through as they're not especially well organized. It's made up of specific bug fixes. The word fix is used 274 times in the patch notes, and I'd say 99% of the patch notes listed here are for various bugs. It says here, I know that plenty of games launched with plenty of bugs, and yet it's hard to look at this list, a list of fixes 3 months after the game came out, and say that it shouldn't have been delayed 3 to 12 months at least, and this is not even getting to the quality of life issues or missing features for the most part. So you might be wondering, how are these patch notes? Well, let's take a look. Here they are. Yes, this is the whole patch notes. It took me a while to get to the top, but patch 1.2 is out. List of changes, and look at this list. You can see the word fix is used a lot of times. Apparently like 271 times. That is a long list, boy. That is a long list. You might be wondering, what are some of the things they fixed? Well, I'll read you some of the things. Fixed an issue with collecting additional rewards, did not go to end of gig properly in gig no fixes. Fixed an issue where V could be unable to interact with the computer and upload the virus in gig, a lack of empathy. Dollarman now only calls when V is close to the cab. Fixed an issue where Nancy could disappear while being escorted out of the tents in second conflict. Fixed an issue that prevented the player from talking to NCPD officers at the beginning of Happy Together. Yes, this game should have been released 3 to 12 months later. It should have been delayed, but CDPR was just like, no, release it now. People are already asking for it to be released, so we're just gonna release it and patch it later. That is a lot of words. Like, I'm not reading it all because it's a wall of text, okay? It is essentially a wall of text. But if you look at the bits I did read, it says fix, like stuff that shouldn't have even been bugs. Come on. Now, ultimately, it is the people who demanded to release it, but then also it is CDPR for releasing it. I mean, they should have just said the game's not ready yet. Ultimately, it's CDPR's fault at the end of the day, despite the people demanding it to be released because they couldn't wait another delay. Like, it's not even their fault. It's CDPR's. CDPR should have said, no, the game is still broken and needs to be released. But CDPR was like, just release it, just release it, just release it. So, yeah, that game is broken as fuck, or was, and I'm guessing there still is bugs. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing there still is bugs. I mean, it's probably not as broken as before, But however, I read in one article when I was doing research on this that the update is like 36 or 32 gigabytes or something. So yeah, this game was broken, should have been delayed at least another 6 to 12 months. Like, let's be honest about it. They probably wouldn't have copped all the flack like they did if they just did that. If they just said to the people demanding it to be released, the game still needs working, we need to work it. But however, I'm not even going to say it's the people who demanded it to be released. At the end of the day, CDPR made the choice to release it, and they didn't, and they released it, and they shouldn't have released it, and they gave in and just released it. That's the news on Cyberpunk 2077 today. I thought I would cover this as I did cover CDPR and Cyberpunk earlier, and this is a follow-up episode to that episode. Now, if you did like this video, make sure to give a like and subscribe and comment down below in the comment section down below, as well as make sure to hit like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you all next time. This is Demi signing out.